I don't know why you're making that sound. We're a long way from
We're going to
Busch
Busch Gardens!
Yeah, Dolly Parton's really trying to encroach on the Busch Gardens market, as you can see.
I'd be okay with that.
There's a train.
Choo-choo. Dollywood Express.
Hey.
Hi, guys.
Welcome. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm allowed to say welcome, right? Hello.
Welcome.
Hey, y'all.
Welcome to our vlog.
It is most excellent and interesting. Please subscribe.
Yes.
If you're not going to subscribe, stop watching now.
Little Timmy.
So you gotta really take control of the situation and tell these people what's up.
Yeah.
I have learned the internet. You can't just like ask people to subscribe. You have to demand it. So.
Oh, I didn't know.
Talking to you.
Didn't know.
It's true.
So here we are.
We're going to Dollywood.
We're in Tennessee. We've been here a few days already.
That's right. So we not to give too many of our secrets away, but I was born a lady.
Wait, what?
Oh, not those secrets. I mean,
I can't keep my hands still.
Are you very sore?
No, I'm just not very strong.
So one of our secrets is that we, when we come out to places, we tend to come out like the night before to get a lay of the park, right? And then we'll spend the day filming if we're on a 2-day trip. This time we're on a 3-day trip, and it's all for the same park. So what we did was we came out here. We drove out on Friday. We left Williamsburg Friday morning. Got here in the evening, came out, and it was pretty glorious.
Yeah, we rode everything in like the span of 2 hours.
Yeah.
Not like every ride, but like all the major stuff we wanted to do.
Yeah, we got all of the credits hosted credits that we were after.
Yeah.
And so,
to include lightning
rod.
Yeah, but I think we were definitely pleasantly surprised. Yesterday was way more crowded. But we did ride. We mostly just walked around, but we rode. What was it called? Slide winder.
Yes, mountain slide winder. Which was fun. That was
weird. I don't know how I feel about it still. It was basically it's a water slide, but instead of an inner tube, you're in this little boat thing, and you go down it.
It's a river raft ride.
It's a ride.
But not like a rapids ride.
Right.
It is a water slide as well.
Oh man, I don't think you're in focus. Oh crap. And we're back. And hopefully in focus this time.
Let's hope.
We have problems. So anyway, we were talking about how we rode everything we wanted to ride.
That's right.
And we're back again. And it looks like the lots are pretty full. Maybe not as full as yesterday.
So we're going to pass by the big Dollywood sign here.
Yeah.
So you can take a look at it. So something that you should know when you come to Dollywood for the first time is that the parking lot can be kind of confusing because it's not like Cedar Point where there's one large lot, and it's not like Busch Gardens where there's a lot of like square lots that are in different places.
Yeah, it's all one continuous lot.
Yeah, but it's very long and like amorphic.
Yeah, it looks like they're filling up F. So
yeah.
Yesterday when we got here, Friday night when we got here, we were able to park in B, which is the closest you can get without having a handicap tag. And that was pretty great. But yesterday we had to park in F, which stands for family fun.
And we're not making that up, by the way.
Yeah.
F stands for family fun. It says so on the sign.
Yeah, so we had to park all the way kind of in the butt crack of the park. But that's okay. They have a really efficient tram system. So it was fine.
So in case you're wondering, the different lots all are all remembered or named for the letter that they are. So A stands for Applejack, which is pretty ironic in a park that doesn't sell alcohol. B is for Butterfly, pretty iconic to the place here. C is, what is it, cupcakes?
Cotton candy.
Cotton candy. Cotton candy. D and E are together, which stands for Dolly's Enormous Gazungas.
No, that is not true. It stands for Dolly's Earrings.
Well.
And
I guess I just saw what I wanted
F
to
stands
see.
for family.
Hey, how's it going?
Going good.
Great.
So,
just fine, thank you.
Here we are. Parking booth.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
Now, ticketing wise, we obviously do not live very close to this park, but we went ahead and sprung for the season's pass anyway because, number one, we kind of like to come and go as we please when we do these things.
Yeah.
We could have gotten a 3-day pass for $99, which is an okay deal, but a regular season's pass is $113. But and then to get free parking and stuff, you need the gold season's pass, which I think was $165. So we ended up spending a little, like maybe what, $70 more to get the season's passes, but we were able to get, oh, I was just filming the ceiling. We were able to get free parking, and we get 20% off merchandise, and I think food too, but we haven't tried any food. Today's goal is to get cinnamon bread,
which apparently is something you got to do when you come here.
because I want it real bad.
Yeah. I have to say that the food prices here look like they're pretty reasonable. They look like Busch Gardens prices, so I think you can get, like, for example, a barbecue sandwich and fries for like $11.
Yeah.
So not too terrible bad.
There's souvenir cups, which we have not gotten because we just don't feel the need, and plus they're a pain in the butt to carry around. They're 2 for $21.
Yeah.
So.
But they're not free refills though.
99-cent refills. Yeah, it's not an all season. It's not like a Cedar Fair thing. It's like a Busch Gardens cup, but the Busch Gardens cups are $15.
Yeah.
Each.
However, just so you know, I think on everything that we've ridden so far, there are cubbies, places where you can put stuff, and they are not going to let you take anything onto lightning rod. Nothing. While we were in line,
and actually one of the attendants told us the ride went down, and we were like, oh crap. It was like as soon as we walked up. And so we stayed for a while, and then they ended up reopening it. But the reason that the ride shut down for a little bit is because somebody got hit in the face with keys. And I can imagine that hurt real bad.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, so like I had my wallet hooked to my belt loop. I have like a little wristlet that I jerry-rigged and hooked it to my belt loop. And I asked the guy, I was like, will this be okay? And he said, no, just go ahead and put it in the cubby. And here, I knock on wood. Now, of course, I say this out loud. Now, be smart wherever you are. But here, this is not a Six Flags park. I feel a little bit safer leaving my stuff in a loose articles bin.
Well, they close them too.
They do close them.
In between trains.
It's kind of like Cedar Fair in that point, but as we all know, Cedar Fair is kind of doing away with that system.
That's true, but it doesn't look like they're doing away with it here.
Right.
So,
which I appreciate.
I've really enjoyed the time we spent in this park. The theming here is really great.
Oh my god, it's amazing. It's I would say on par or maybe even a little bit better than Busch Gardens in terms of like queue theming and ride theming.
Oh,
like, holy heck.
Oh yeah,
it's way better. So
it's a lot stronger as far as queue theming is concerned.
Mystery Mine, oh my god, that whole section of the park is incredible.
Yeah, and so I think that you'll really like it if you get out here. We'll probably talk a little bit later about accommodations and where you want to stay.
Sorry, a giant truck just pulled in the parking spot next to us. So
there are lots of giant trucks around here.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying that I'm telling these people.
No, there are, and I was scared but he got out and he didn't hit my car, so that's good.
But it doesn't look like he's never hit any cars. Take a look at those dings over there.
I know. I see it. Look, that looks like other cars hit him though. So anyways.
Now, so you'll see as we walk around, but I do want to say this. A lot of times we don't film until we get a better understanding of the layout of the park, which means we don't film usually our genuine first reactions to rides.
Just wandering around. Yeah.
And so what I mean by that is that if you want more like genuine first ride reactions, then you ought to follow our Snapchat at Off the Tracks Rev. I know that I say that every time, but you really should, because if you take a look at our YouTube channel, you'll see that we post our Snapchat feeds, but you'll get them in real time as soon as we film them and put them up there. You know how Snapchat works.
Yeah,
If you don't know how Snapchat works, then what are you doing looking at this channel, not 15-year-old coaster enthusiast boy? Well, also, welcome to our channel.
Thanks.
Adult.
Thanks for watching.
I assume you're an adult if you don't know how to use Snapchat. You should know what your kids are doing. And they're using Snapchat.
Yeah. So anyways, alright, we're gonna get out and get on the thing. I think you're out of focus again, but whatever.
We're gonna get on the thing.
We're gonna on the tram. Maybe. Because homeboy next to me is getting into the car again. Anyways, so we'll be back. Goodbye.
So I think you can see over here, you can see the F for family fun. And over here is the DE for Dolly's earrings.
We're gonna walk through because
that's so weird.
it's really funny, but it's really effective. I mean,
well, yeah, I remember.
don't think for a hot second all day yesterday. If you just said, where are you parked? I'd have been like, family fun.
Mnemonic devices.
F is for family fun.
Good job, Dollywood.
If you decide to walk into the park from one of the farther reaches of it, like we have today, you'll discover exactly how long the walk is.
Yeah.
So it's pretty extensive, but
it's really nice out today. So
yeah,
I mean, it's overcast, but it's.
I mean, I think the temperature's like 80, yeah, something like that.
That's not bad at all.
So we're gonna move up around over here to show you something. One thing that you will also notice is that as you are walking towards this park, if you weren't standing in the middle of a parking lot, you probably wouldn't even notice that you were going to a theme park.
You can't even see. You can peep.
Yeah, there's a peep
wild eagle
right there. But what you're looking at around you is just...
And you can hear it, but you can't see it.
The Purple Mountains Majesty. Da, 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 da. Where are you going?
I thought you were going into the Hey song.
All right, so we probably got, you know, maybe 30, 45 more minutes.
Another mile walk. No, it's not that bad.
No, it's not. You can see we're in B for butterfly.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Just inside. We made it. You can see the famous Dollywood sign in front of the Palace Theater here. So here's the answer to your number one question. Lightning rod is this way.
To the right.
That's right. You want to go over to the Jukebox Junction. And we can walk and talk a little bit here. Basically what you're going to do is you're going to walk straight up. You're going to go past where the, what's the name of her show? I don't know. I can't remember. Anyways, you'll walk past the theater.
Oh, the Rainbows one.
Yes, Chasing Rainbows.
Yeah.
Yes, Chasing Rainbows. I was like, Summer Dreams? No, that's not right.
No, Chasing Rainbows.
And this is the way that we have walked every time we've come into the park. So why break with tradition?
That is exactly what I was going to say.
So,
it's our good friend Sheryl Crow.
That's right. Sheryl Crow, who is playing this weekend in Williamsburg.
Yeah.
So, just trying to talk over the music a little bit so that YouTube doesn't ding us, although it doesn't. It tends to be pretty good about not doing that.
Anyway.
So anyways, you're gonna walk straight on through this section here. There's some candy shops, ice cream shops. So you know, the ice cream shops here serve Mayfield ice cream, which is the ice cream that I grew up with.
I had never had it, ever
It's
before.
good. I'm a Briars man, always have been, but so you can go straight through this way here if you want, but I think they're about 6 1/2 dozen the other, so this is the way that I was talking about. You'll pass by the season pass entrance over here, and you can see the Chasing Rainbows.
Poor bus.
Lightning rod just went over its hill crest here, and that's the old gal right there. If you have friends and family who don't want to go and stand in line with Lightning Rod with you, you can come over here to Dolly's Closet and purchase some Dolly Parton clothes. Caitlin?
That's weird.
Looking to expand your wardrobe?
No. Not here.
Anyways, so we haven't been into Chasing Rainbows. Maybe we'll go in there later on today.
The sign said it was a museum.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what it is.
So you can see our tour bus. Oh, and the Dream Song Theater here is My People, which apparently features her brother.
Yeah.
Randy.
Another family member.
Randy Parton. Sort of like John Stamos' younger brother, Richard Stamos, but he can't hit the IF. So you can see just a peek inside the closet over there. That's about as much as we're gonna give you. I don't think anybody really...
I don't think any of our viewers care to see what's for sale. We walked through there yesterday and there was like, it was just old ladies.
She's
just
right.
Old ladies.
And us.
And us. It was air conditioned. That was a lot warmer yesterday. So.
Yeah. So you're gonna come around here into the Jukebox Junction section. You will pass by the Pines Theater, which is where the 50s and 60s music show called Dreamland Drive-In is in. We watched that yesterday.
Historically problematic, but it was all right.
I mean, it's a nostalgia piece, so I think we can all just accept that.
It's problematic. Anyways, the High Octane store.
That's right. You're gonna come around this High Octane store, which has a lot of really good merch for Lightning Rod. Yeah. So if you're looking for something in particular, hey, Off the Tracks reviews on YouTube. Great. And here, just beyond the friendly assistance of that gentleman, is Lightning Rod, which is open today.
Posting a 60-minute wait right now.
Yeah. So as far as I can tell, they're only operating one train at all on this.
Yeah.
Luckily, there's no incline hill, or at least there's no chain lift hill.
Right.
But let me tell you something. Like looking at this on your screen, it really must. I know that it doesn't look very big because I've seen it on my screens at home before. But this end element here, this turnabout, is big.
Yeah.
It's tall.
It's also on the side of a mountain, so that's part of it too.
And you can really see this puppy take off. I mean, just zoom up that hill. So let's talk real quick about the top of the hill. You'll hear some people say that they have lowered the speed on the incline hill, which, as far as I can tell, is not true until you get up to the very top when you feel it cut out. I don't know if that's how it was before because we didn't ride it.
We haven't ridden it before.
But
I honestly didn't notice it.
I can tell you this though, the rest of the ride is great. It's fast, it's smooth, and it's really fun. Lots of ejector air. The restraints are comfortable.
Yeah.
So people have asked me questions about being a tubby before, but as far as I'm concerned,
we had no problems on any of the rides here.
No, none.
Or any of the coasters here. Let me put it that way. So there we go.
Sorry, I'm so close to. Oh yeah. So there she goes. You can see her coming out of the station now. Now, you can't. I don't know if you can see.
I can't see a lot.
But here's something that you can see. It'll be just a few seconds before this ride's over.
Yeah, it's not a long ride at all. I would say, what, maybe a minute and a half?
Yeah. So you can see the top of the incline there. They're gonna go over the side, what would be a high five turn in other rides.
Yeah, a lot of banking.
But an overbank hill, and then of course the now famous quadruple down at the end of it into this side swinging element here.
Yeah. So, and I think this is a good example of what I was talking about with the theming in the rides. Like inside the queue line, there's all sorts of mechanics.
Here they come.
Here they come.
And airtime. Woo!
So that's the
and
end
all
of the
done.
ride right there. So anyway, like, but there's just stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
Relating to whatever section of the park you're in.
Even the little classic cars over here, are little 50s Cadillacs.
So cute.
And it really is. I mean, it is significantly less dense as far as humanity is concerned here. Yesterday, this over here was totally full with people.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to walking around today.
Yeah. Don't know if I'll ride anything, but.
So that's a solid 7 minutes of us walking you over here to talk about Lightning Rod.
Yeah.
Let's go do something else. I literally said not an hour ago that this park has almost no flat rides.
You're wrong.
I was wrong about that.
We missed this part.
Yeah, we did. So we came over here to the
county fair section. This is, if you walk counterclockwise around the park, past Lightning Rod, up the hill, and don't go through the cave, you'll know what we're talking about. Don't go through the cave, turn right and cross the railroad tracks, and then go across from the train station, then you will end up here in the county fair section. And so, whereas I thought there were maybe a couple of flat rides in this park, there's, in just this immediate section that I'm looking at right now, there's 1, 2, 3, there's a Dodgems 4, there's swings 5, there's a scrambler 6, there's a little mini drop 7, there's an aerial race over here 8, and then there's several more just over in this section over here. There's a Wonder Wheel that you can't see over here between the trees as well.
Yeah, we were looking at magnets in the gift shop, and one of them, I was like, oh, this one's nice. I was like, but there's no Ferris wheel here. It's over there.
Yeah. So, our bad, Dolly.
Sorry.
We wouldn't call you a liar. We just thought that it was a generic picture.
Still love you, Dolly.
So, I don't think we're going to ride any of these. There's pretty significant lines for all of them. But
yeah, this is definitely the kid-friendly area.
Uh-huh.
Well, I mean, the whole park is kid-friendly, but this is like all those rides that little kids would want to ride. So, yeah.
Yeah.
How about that?
How about that? Did it scare you?
It scared me.
It just went boop boop.
Here it goes.
Ah, sweet. Cool. Oh my gosh.
So you can ride it. Rather cool. I go pretty fast. You want to pick your job now?
I think I found a new retirement plan.
Yeah, forget Busch Gardens. Pigeon Forge.
That's right. You want to get some cinnamon bread?
Sure.
Okay. Well, this is the first food that we have bought in the park, and I've got to say that we got a really good price on this, didn't we?
Yeah. We got a large Coke, icing, and this bad boy for just over $10. I mean, look at that. Oh my God, it looks so good.
Yeah, that does look good. So this is the famous cinnamon bread, which is I think $6.99.
Yep.
And then the icing was 75 cents.
And the drink was $4. But we, with the gold pass, like I mentioned in the car, you get 20% off.
Yeah,
so that does apply to food.
It does, and it ended up being $10.39, I think.
$10.39, yep.
So that's really pretty good. And as we were walking over here, there's a barbecue joint just over here. I was pointing out to Caitlin that a pork sandwich with fries and beans
was $10.99.
Yeah.
So that's, I mean, you pay that much at a restaurant, if not more.
Actually, I think that's exactly what you pay for pork sandwich, beans, and fries at Two Drummers, a place that we've recommended out near Williamsburg.
Yeah. So it's on par pretty much with.
Now, is it good barbecue? I don't know, but I mean, if it's theme park decency, if it's better than Six Flags, then you're in the clear, I think.
Yeah. So far, I'm good.
All right.
And the operations were good too. There's quite a line in there, and we got in and out in just a few minutes. So.
I would say it was 5 or so minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. So.
Okay, so you ready?
Yeah.
All right, you want to uncap that icing over there? Get it ready to go.
They do have apple butter to put on these as well, but they did not have any ready, so oh well.
Oh well. Take the good with the bad, right?
Look at that. And they make them right there. You can watch them making them.
That's good?
That is everything I wanted it to be.
Caitlin has been really excited about this cinnamon bread since we first got here.
Oh, and you can only get it at the grist mill. That's
oh yes.
really fine.
Right here. Unsurprisingly, right here next to the mill.
Yeah.
So as you're coming out through the cave, which is just beside where we were with the train earlier.
This is on your left.
Yeah, so there's the cave there. Just walk on out this way, you'll see the mill. And right over here to the grist mill.
That's good, you gotta try it. Here.
I'm ready. Ready for the handoff?
Yeah.
Okay.
My hands are clean. Alright.
This is big.
It's big. It's like my hand for comparison.
That is cinnamon bread.
Yeah, it's good.
That is sugary and like
Buttery.
but yeah.
They were dipping it in eggs.
Who even needs that icing?
I know.
I don't think so. Hang on. Let me try this a little bit with that. Yeah, if you're a cream cheese icing person, go ahead and get it. But otherwise, you don't need it. It's good.
That's why I got it, because I like cream cheese icing. So anyway, all right, we're gonna dive into this, and we'll be back soon.
Two things of note while we're sitting here talking about the cinnamon bread. One thing to note is that this would be plenty for 2 adults and a couple of kids. I mean, this would be enough for a family to eat.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, there's no question in my mind about that.
It's very rich.
It definitely is, and it's $7 is a great deal. Secondly, so this large Coke over here costs us $4. Their souvenir refill cups are $15.
Yeah, I mentioned in the car that they were 2 for $21, and that's true. But if you buy just one, it's 14 or 15.
Yeah. So that would mean that we'd have to buy well, 4 large Cokes here today to equal out the cost of that. No, go ahead, please. And then, in addition to that, every refill would be 99 cents anyway. So it's not really worth it for us.
No.
But
I mean, if we were here all the time, like we are vegetarians, then yeah, I would say it's worth it, but not worth it.
Yeah. So that's just something to consider. If you're gonna get some cinnamon bread over here, which I would encourage you to do so.
I'm looking at the map.
Yeah. So.
So where are we?
We're at the grist mill. So we're right over here in this area.
Are we?
Yeah. Then we came up Rivertown Junction, came through
There's the tunnel. Yeah,
so
there
right
we are. We're right there.
Number 57.
57. So there's the rest of the park.
As you can see, it's just a nice circular layout here.
Yeah.
And this is the way that we've come, as I said earlier, every time that we've gone through the park.
And then over here is where we missed, so we just...
Yeah, as you can see, if you come up and you just walk through the tunnel, then you're going to miss all this stuff over here.
So
that's where the train departs.
That's where all the flat rides
are.
And
this is where the flat rides,
Yep. There's flat rides scattered throughout, but I would say that's where the majority of them are.
Oh yeah, easy. Easy. Right now we're sitting with our back to, what is it, Craftsman's Valley? So if you're looking to do a little shopping while you're here, there's plenty of shopping to do.
A lot of shopping.
A good deal of blacksmithing and leather making.
Yeah, they have like demo stuff too, so that's kind of cool.
Oh, the glass blowing's over here, right?
The glass blowing is in this general area.
Yeah.
I can't remember where it is, but anyway, yeah.
All right. It's a nice, comfortable spot to sit.
Yep.
The more unique features about this park is that there is literally a chapel here in the middle of the park, and it's not just for show either.
They literally have services here at 11:30 on Sunday.
They sure do. Every Sunday at 11:30. And we can walk through, and that's good, because girl, you got the devil in you.
Excuse me.
You need some cleansing. Let's go. Excuse you? You say that for the camera?
No.
We actually walked through here yesterday as well, and it's got a, unsurprisingly, very nostalgic country church kind of feel to it. Although I was surprised to see that there wasn't any air conditioning in it. But you don't need it today. It's very pleasant today.
That's right. And got the traditional anvil in the back of the church, just in case you know, really need to go to church and you got to get some work done. Oh, I see.
It's a memorial.
Oh, I see. Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. I'm sorry, excuse me. Some quilt work on the walls over here. Who is that? Is that Joseph with his multicolored coat? And that's when Moses went to see Genghis Khan in China.
Were you not talking any knowledge of the Bible earlier? Or yesterday?
I'm honestly not sure what that is depicting exactly. I'm not sure. So Caitlin's right. I was touting my biblical knowledge, and I do have a pretty extensive biblical knowledge, but I'm not sure what that's depicting. So if you know, tell us in the comments.
Teach us.
A nice little altar up here. Got the American flag and the Christian flag. A couple of pianos and a foot pump organ. I didn't notice that yesterday.
I didn't either.
Look at that.
They also have a guest book.
And a guest book and a place for prayer requests, which is a nice thing to have in a functioning chapel.
Do you want to tell them what you were going to put your prayer request in for?
I don't remember.
My butt. Sorry, Dolly.
You know what I'm going to do for our prayer request? I'm going to put down our future together.
Whoa.
You know why?
Oh, we haven't told them yet.
No, we haven't told anybody. Look. I'm not sure that's the right song, but you get over there, Snorty?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, here we go. Are you ready? There you go. There we go.
Isn't that nice?
Isn't that nice? And isn't this a nice little place that's just sort of this refuge away from
The craziness.
the rowdiness of the park? Yeah, all the craziness and everything.
I like the lights.
I do too.
Yeah.
Much more traditional than the Banshee lights they have at Kings Island.
Are the lights that are literally in my parents' church.
It's the exact
You've seen
same
them.
ones. I can attest to this. They're the same lights.
Yeah.
All right.
So.
Well, let's continue on. You know what's up here? Right over this way.
No, because I am terrible at directions.
I know it's over there.
The tornado?
It's Blazing Fury.
Blazing Fury, which was closed earlier.
Well, let's go check it out.
Okay.
Here, we'll go out the side door so people don't see us coming out the front. Look at this thing! Wow! Daggum!
This is not what we rode yesterday.
No, it's not. I'm not
What
sure
we
what
rode
this is
yesterday
called.
was literally like a water slide.
Daredevil Falls, that's what it's called. There's a Daredevil Falls family dryer just over there.
Yep.
So
These are not, this is not your typical log.
it's not. Look at these guys coming through here. Oh my god.
You can put two people.
Are people getting wet? Let's see.
Yeah,
Doesn't look like they're getting that wet.
they're getting wet.
Oh my god. You want to ride it real bad. I can tell. I can tell. So they're coming down through this cave area over here. Somebody's coming down the hill right now. And I don't know, considering how often they're coming down that slope. Oh, here we go. Here's somebody. Coming down just over here.
We'll have to see when they come down.
And then they're coming around over here. I don't know if you could tell by the angle on this.
That's pretty steep
viewer
drop.
either, but yeah, this is pretty steep.
It's like a boat ride drop, I would say.
I'm really surprised. But again, you know, look at that. I mean, look at the theming there. Got the beaver dam arc there going, and some mist. Beautiful looking ride.
I think it's like water cannons on the side here.
It is, yeah, that's what it is. Because one goes off over here before they get to it.
For the children, so they can get wet.
For the children.
Although it is really not a hot day today. So.
No, it's not. But the sun's starting to come out.
It is.
Here they come once more. So you can see the water cannons going off before they get there. Cool.
I'm worried about that family because they've been gone for a while.
I think they immediately turn and go back in. I think that's the very end of it there.
This?
Yeah, I think this is the very
I know,
end.
But we haven't seen them come down yet.
Oh, well, it might be a long ride. And our viewers, they don't want to stand here for millions of years.
I was worried for them.
Dufresne, Party of Two.
Johnson.
Search Party of Two.
Any Mitch Hedberg fans out there? Nope, still not them.
Awesome. Hey.
I'm a little upset with you right now.
What's wrong?
I'm soaking.
Are you?
Yes.
I'm not wet.
Yeah, you are. Show yourself.
My shoes are soaked through.
So are mine.
Turns out you get a little wet on that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Not on the top.
Yep. Should have lifted our shoes up when we hit that water.
Yeah, didn't know. Didn't know.
Oh well. You know what? That's why we do this.
We learned.
For you.
For you.
So that you can know to lift your shoes on, what's this called? Daredevil Falls. When you hit the bottom of that hill.
Lift your shoes in your butt.
In your butt. Yeah. So
okay.
my butt's pretty much soaked through.
You're pretty wet too. Okay. Well, as long as we got it equally.
Oh yeah.
Also, they probably put the two heaviest people on that ride in the very front,
Yep.
so that didn't help.
Yep, that would be us. That's usually us. Oh well. Let's see what else is going on. You okay?
I'm okay.
Feeling good?
My feet are just soaking wet.
Yeah, that's okay. We have shoes at the hotel.
We do.
Yes. Hey, Caitlin.
What?
You want to buy some candles? No? Wait a minute. Oh, these people got big heads in the way. God. Would you like to buy some of
A lighthouse candle?
these candles? You sure those are lighthouses?
Yeah, I think so. With the stripe and everything.
Maybe it's a racing stripe. Maybe it makes it go faster.
Inappropriate. Little Timmy,
Go to bed.
go to bed. You too, Elliot.
That's right.
Alright, what are we doing next?
I guess we're just gonna keep going through the loop, huh?
I guess so.
You know what's up here?
Oh, Blazing Fury.
That's right.
That's where we were going originally.
That's true.
But you guys know us. We never go anywhere where we never go anywhere we say we're actually gonna go.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. There's the church.
There's the steeple.
Open the door, but there's no people.
That's because it's like 3 o'clock.
Everything from my childhood was a lie. They have a wild eagle sanctuary over here, right next to the Wings of America Theater. And then of course, the showbirds that are in the Wings of America show are just over here alongside. But what we were heading to is just past here, walking up through this short alleyway. You can see the sign for Blazing Fury, which has been one of the many pleasant surprises on this trip. I really enjoyed this ride.
It's on our CDB, so it counts as a coaster.
That's right. So you'd probably take this ride here and call it a dark ride, but it's on a track and there are drops.
Yeah.
And so counts as a roller coaster in my book.
Just did the zip line going by.
Oh yeah.
Zip line.
There sure is. I don't know if you can see it or not.
That's an upcharge, so.
Yeah, it's $40.
Yeah. But anyway, so Blazing Fury.
So this was constructed when? In 78?
78.
1978, and this wasn't Dollywood until 1986.
I never did look it up.
So the premise is that you were on a fire call through the hillbilly part of town, I guess.
Wildfire.
Yeah. So lots, there's lots of little like animatronics, and they're creepy little animatronic beings in there, but it sure is a fun little ride.
I told Robert, it's like Monster Plantation, but without the catchy song.
Yeah, pretty much.
Dolly Parton's in there, actually.
She is.
Yeah. There you go.
So there's a firehouse with a bell on top, and you go through this huge complex back here that you can't really see from here, and the exit is just over here. I feel confident that we would be able to get away with doing a POV on this ride, but you wouldn't be able to see much. It's so dark in there.
Our good friend RCDB says that this was designed and built by the park's maintenance and construction crew.
Oh, well there you go. Beautiful. By the way,
its top speed is 22 miles an hour.
As a point of note, I would like to point out that in the same way that Busch Gardens' #1 song throughout the park is Roll Out the Barrel, the #1 song throughout this park is Cripple Creek. You hear it everywhere.
I didn't know that. It all sounds the same to me. So.
All right.
Yes.
Shall we continue?
Sure. I'm looking this up.
What you looking up? Blazing Fury?
Yeah. Well, you can shut down and I'll inform the people.
Oh, all right. Okay, so we're back.
Okay, so here's a history lesson for you kids. Remember we said this was built in 78, but this didn't become Dollywood until 86. So before that, it was Rebel Railroad, then Gold Rush Junction, then Gold Rush, and then Silver Dollar City, Tennessee, which makes sense because this is also, a Hershey Park, which owns Silver Dollar City in Branson. So
this is a Hershey Park?
Yeah.
Oh, well we couldn't do like a dual Hershey Dollywood pass. Hershey.
Different.
Yes.
Different.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah, different.
Okay.
So anyways, there's your history lesson. You're welcome.
Thank you. Wait, there's one.
You missed my More You Know song, but that's okay.
Do it again. Good try. That was great. Shall we?
Sure.
All right. I'm not kidding. I'm not being facetious either. I really think this is great.
It's a cool ride.
Yeah, this is definitely worth your time. Don't let people say it's not. Haters gonna hate. This is a good dark ride. What a genuine pleasure that ride is. So we sat in the back both of the times that we've ridden this, and there are 3 moments of genuine airtime in there. And the top speed might be 22 miles an hour, but
it feels fast there.
It does. It feels like it's moving in there.
Yeah.
That's really great.
It's so fun.
I like that a lot.
Yeah. It's so it's kitschy and it's like Monster Plantation. It's the same thing.
So I also turned on the camera here because of what's behind us. The schoolhouse. So tell us something about the schoolhouse. Caitlin knows some interesting stuff about this.
I don't really remember what the article said, but when I was in college, I had to read an article about the vernacular architecture of Dollywood, and the schoolhouse is one of the buildings that they featured, just because like they built it to the period of, I think it said 1902 in there.
1901.
1901.
Yeah.
So they built it like using methods that are appropriate for the period. So, and like you can see like the dovetail on the corners there and all that. So
she's talking about the joints here.
Yeah. Those are single dovetail. So they only have one. They're flat on one end and then an angle.
Cool.
Yay!
So you come to Dollywood, you can learn something about early 20th century joinery.
Was watching this, he remembers that PowerPoint we made for that presentation, and it was hilarious. Also cringeworthy now looking back on it, but mostly hilarious. So
excellent. All right, so things to take away. Yeah, well, yeah, let's take a look.
You can't go in,
Yeah.
but you can look through the door.
So we can take a look at, there's some Bible verses up here on the walls. There's a photograph of an early schoolhouse.
Gilbert Stuart of George Washington.
That's right.
Yeah.
Old G-Dub's there in the corner.
Yep.
No school today, June 24th, 1901. Wait, today's the 25th, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I think so.
Ooh, someone didn't change the calendar. All right. Shall we move on?
Yes.
You know what's up next?
Oh, I know.
I know what's up next. Just around the corner from where we were at Mystery Mine. I'm sorry, now you got me saying it.
Sorry.
Over at Blaze of Fury a moment ago, we come to approach the Tennessee Tornado. And it's got a kind of funky like entrance, because the entrance is actually around the back over this way, and the principal marquee is right here.
Yeah, but once again, look at the theming.
Yeah.
Like, holy heck.
So you can see all the distraction. It looks so much. There's so much about this reminds me of Twister.
Yeah.
But so the entrance to the roller coaster is right around where that Dippin' Dot sign is. Yeah. And when we get over here into the clear, we're going to talk about this ride a little bit, because it is worthy of a little discussion. So you can see over here, there's Fire Chaser Express, and the Tennessee Tornado entrance is actually right here. And you can hear it going up the track over there, and look at this loop. It's 110 feet, and you're going to watch these guys hang for a little bit up there. I mean, for a 1999 aerodynamics roller coaster, this is some serious hang time.
Pretty good.
So it's a pretty short ride, but again, it is worthy of talking or discussion. Here we go. Look at this. Whoa! So after that loop, it basically goes into a batwing element, has one airtime hill, and then comes right back over here up into the block brakes to go into the station. You'll see it in just a hot second. There it is. And home.
Ah, classic.
Yeah. So something about this ride that is of note, and I mean it's really of note, is how smooth this is.
It is. It really is. We got off it the first time and I was like, wow. So this is built in '99, so it was kind of when Aero was trying to figure things out, but then eventually folded like 2 or 3 years later. So they could have figured this out like in the early '90s.
I mean, things might have been different. Yeah.
It rides more like a Morgan, I would say.
I think you're right. Yeah, it rides like a Morgan.
Morgan's branched off of Aero, blah blah blah, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if they had figured it out, they may still be around.
Oh well.
Oh well.
Oh well. So some things you'll notice different about this particular track, this Aero track here, is it's got the round braces there, and that's all the way throughout the ride. As you can see, that's a marked difference for Aero, which if you look at the Loch Ness Monster at Busch Gardens,
They're
they're
at right angles.
yeah, they're squared off there, or whatever you might call it.
Yeah.
It's a really lovely ride, and I mean, even with the over-the-shoulder restraints, those terrible restraints that I just can't stand. There was basically no head bopping,
No.
not much jostling at all.
No, I would say Mystery Mine was rougher than this.
Oh, definitely, yeah, without any question.
And Mystery Mine's a Eurofighter, Gerschlauer Eurofighter.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see it here in just a little while. But what's really important here too is that you know, people are constantly talking about how Loch Ness Monster is one of the great smooth Aero roller coasters, but this ride is a lot smoother than Loch Ness Monster.
But it's also a lot newer too.
That's true.
So, you know, give it 20, 30 years and we'll see how it goes. But
Yeah, I guess so. Let's see, Loch Ness Monster was 78, so it's built the same year as Blazing Fury.
yeah.
But yeah, so and this one was 99, so yeah, it's got 21 years on Tennessee Tornado here. But again, a really beautiful, smooth aero ride, and I don't know if you can see how much of this Batwing you can see over here, but we'll get a good shot of these folks hanging upside down here in a second. Woo! Up and around, and you can see that Batwing just over there. There's the entrance. And then they're gonna go through the other, back around. Beautiful.
It sounds different than Loch Ness when it stops.
It does.
Or when it launches.
It does.
Hear the rattle.
Yeah. But those classic looking aero trains though, looking pretty much the same. Suspiciously like Vekoma trains. All right. So you got another ride in on Tennessee Tornado. Tell us about it.
That was good. I rode on a different side. I rode on the right side instead of the left side.
And we rode towards the front this time.
And it was a little more jostling towards the front, I would say.
Yeah.
The last turn into the brake run, the final brake run, kind of jostled me a little bit, but that was okay.
Yeah. This is a pretty strong contender for me. Don't dance. Don't dance. What music? There's no music. We've never heard any. There's no music here. See?
Okay.
See? That's how you fool them. Anyways, I would say this is a really strong contender for my #1 ride here. Yeah.
I like it a lot too.
So what's your #1?
I like Wild Eagle.
Wild Eagle?
Yeah.
Oh.
I like Wild Eagle.
Uh-huh.
And I like Blazing Fury.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, Lightning Rod's good. I gotta admit, I was a little underwhelmed.
Yeah, we spent a year and a half building this thing up in our heads,
Yeah,
so
after,
I can't really.
After actually riding it, it was a little underwhelming, but it's still fun. I'm not saying it's not fun.
Let's get out of this loud area. We're walking up here towards Fire Chaser Express. I'm gonna go ahead and just speak for both of us right now when we say this is a fun family ride, but I'm not standing in line for it again. It goes forwards and backwards, and if I would.
It's really cool in that sense.
Yeah, I would encourage you to get on YouTube and look up a POV of this ride. It's fun.
And again, the theming behind all of these is really amazing.
Yeah, really excellent theming. You'll see them come zooming by here in a second. They'll be going backwards.
They just go by.
Yep, here they come. So the storyline on this one is that you're a fireman and you're
a fireworks factory.
Yep, and you go into the fireworks factory and Big Bertha, the biggest firework of all, blows up and then you go backwards.
Yep, launches you backwards. It is a launch. I did not expect that when we rode it on Friday, but it's a fun little ride. I wouldn't wait in line to ride it. Definitely a family ride. I could have used a comfort collar on it though.
Caitlin felt like she was going to fall out. So we are over here. So as we said, Fire Chaser Express is right over here, but over here is Wild Eagle. So this was Caitlin's #1. I have to say that was surprising to me.
I think so. Tennessee Tornado's very good as well. I don't know. Like nothing's like, oh my god, I love that more than anything else.
Yeah, I mean overall a pretty strong
I think all of them are really
lineup
strong
here.
rides, yeah.
So Wild Eagle is a wing coaster. I don't know if we actually said that or not, but you can see it going up the lift hill. This one's sort of different than some of the other wing coasters in North America, I guess, because it doesn't do a dive at the top of the first loop, or excuse me, incline hill. It's just a normal drop hill. It goes into a vertical loop.
Regular ass hill.
That's right. I think that's sort of a theme around here.
Regular.
Nothing too fancy, just regular everything.
Well, I was gonna say earlier, and I didn't, but like this whole park is clearly, now I don't know how much decision making she has, but it's clearly like a testimony of Dolly Parton's love for Tennessee and the Smoky Mountains in this area.
Just for the viewer at home, I did not pick this shot. This is just sort of where we stopped.
Anyways, so I think it's like, I don't know. It's very obvious from the way the park is.
Well, yeah. I mean that's the whole thing, right? This the whole it's this whole Smoky Mountain, Tennessee. Dolly Parton, Love for Mama.
Love letter.
God Bless America.
And her brother's in a show about her and how wonderful she is. Which I am not disagreeing that she's not that she is wonderful. I'm just saying it's a little weird, but it's okay.
Something that's really that really makes me feel good about being here is the fact that after the wildfires they had recently here in Tennessee, Dolly Parton initially offered $1,000 to every family that was affected by them, and then she upped it to $2,000. So
she's a pretty great lady.
Yeah, charity begins at home, says I, and that's a really good example of somebody who has a lot, giving a lot, and doing a lot.
Exactly. I just wish she was here to say hi.
Yeah. Oh well. She is here sometimes, apparently.
She was here when Wild Eagle opened.
Uh-huh.
I remember that. I wasn't there. I saw it on YouTube.
Well, you want to go take a ride on Wild Eagle, Butt? Let's go.
Let's dry off. I'm still
I know.
dry.
This would be a good way to dry our shoes off. They got absolutely drenched.
Yeah, if you ride the Daredevil Falls or whatever it was.
Pick up your feet.
Yeah. I don't even think that would help, honestly. It came over the side of the boat.
Well, anyways. Challenge. Dare. Conquer. Wild Eagle. So Wild Eagle's coming up the hill over here. Pressing the top. Down and through the vertical loop. And then into a dive. Just over here. And just in front of us is one of a really hilarious little water ride here. Bam, 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 bam. So they can battle with the people here who are on the side because they have guns over here too. They can hit the targets, that's right. And they can shoot at each other as well. It is called, unsurprisingly,
River Battle.
River Battle, that's right.
It's very funny.
It is. So talk to me about Wild Eagle. What do you love about Wild Eagle?
I love that being a maritime.
That's true. So we rode on the right side of the coaster yesterday, or on Friday, and then we rode on the left side today. So what was your favorite part? Which one is your favorite side?
I like today's better.
Did you?
Yeah.
I gotta say, I think I like the right side better.
We were both on the outside. Like,
that's true. Yep. Oh, they're getting us.
Yep. My safety just dried off.
All right. So we're about to walk over towards another pleasant surprise found in this park, the Mystery Mine, which is a Gerstlauer Eurofighter style roller coaster, although certainly not themed to European anything.
No, it's totally a mine.
That's right.
It's very cool.
It is very cool. Let's walk over towards it. This is towards the end of... Dang. I'm right in the sun. Looking into the sun, but look at this up. Move your hand. Move your hand. Down. Out of the way. There we go. So you'll see the stall here and drop. Woo!
And that's when it goes back into the station.
Yeah, that's right before the station there.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Thank you for trying to help, but it was you were like this. It was like, yeah, exactly like that. It's funny.
I'm helpful.
You're very helpful. That was nice.
Yeah.
So we rode this one on Friday as well, and this one is chock full of surprises.
Yeah, I mean, like, no spoilers, but there's 2 lift hills.
2 vertical lift hills.
Vertical, yeah. So you see the Eurofighters, and normally they have like the one vertical lift with the drop, but this one has 2.
Uh-huh.
And if you don't know what's coming, it looks a little intimidating facing it.
It sure does.
You can't see to the top because most of the ride's enclosed in this like crazy construct. Like, look at this. Like, this is the ride. There's the marquee.
Yep.
Go in there, and the rest of it's all the ride. So it's almost completely enclosed.
So you saw you can see over there where there's a short part where it comes out. That's after the first vertical lift hill, and then you end up back over here after the second vertical lift hill.
Here, yeah.
And you'll come out here for this hang time stall, which looks like it lasts for like a second, and feels like it lasts for like a solid 10 seconds.
And like, not to, The inside's themed as well.
It is.
You're not just in the dark. It's really cool. Like that's been my that's what I've been most impressed with here is just the like attention to detail and the theming. It's pretty impressive.
I agree.
And we're like I'm saying that being a Busch Gardens Williamsburg person, like that's pretty good.
You can. Oh, I'm sorry. That was Wild Eagle that was roaring there. Here they come. And drop. It is a little bit rough.
It's a fun ride, but yeah, we rode in the front, on the right-hand side.
Everything that I've heard, everything that I have heard has said, give it a ride in the front because the back is rougher.
Yeah, and it jostled you around pretty good in the front, so I had some head banging going on.
But no issues with the fatty restraints. They're all the same. They're over the shoulder and hard restraints, but still no problems.
It was fine.
No buckles to buckle there,
Right.
so good stuff.
So.
And there's a bonus. For those of you who are fans of the old Six Flags Over Georgia, remember Buford the Buzzard? Well, here's Buzz the Buzzard. Although he doesn't tell dirty jokes, so. But I'll take what I can get. One more time. Woo! His name is Buzz. That's right. Oh, there is, isn't there?
He's about to blow it up.
Cool.
Yep.
All right, getting around almost to the front of the park. One major ride left.
Well, two. Well, no, never mind. One. We already went.
Oh, we're still filming.
We already went to Lightning Rod, so never mind.
Right here next to the Mystery Mine, which you can see just over here, is the newest ride at Dollywood this year, Drop Line, which is their drop tower, as you can see. Right here next to something that we were looking forward to, but did not get.
Yeah. So, here they used to serve giant pieces of pizza, and they don't have that anymore.
Yeah, I mean, at least I haven't seen them.
It looks like they've switched to a small wood-fired pizza, like Blaze.
Uh-huh.
So, oh well.
Oh well, no big deal.
Our gluttony will have to be satisfied with the mellow mushroom we had last night.
Ah, that was good though. That was good. So, just behind Drop Line over here is a GCI roller coaster that I've heard much touted in my days, and one that has, as it turns out, packs quite a punch.
Yeah, whoa.
This is Thunderhead. Now, when we rode this the other day, we were in the back of a mostly empty train, and it whipped us around pretty good. And not only did it whip us around pretty good, it's long.
It really is. The ride up said she said how long it is.
I think she said 2 minutes and like 20 seconds or something.
It felt like an eternity.
It's really.
This one, I think, is more along the lines of El Toro and how it throws you around.
Yeah, I don't know that I'd necessarily call it El Toro.
No, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying it's more comparable to that.
Yeah. So it oh, there it is. Yeah, you're right.
Going up.
Heading up on the drop tower. And that's Thunderhead still going in the background. I haven't actually watched this drop, so it dropped literally just as the battery went out.
But guess what? It's
What?
a drop tower.
Yep, that's what it is.
It doesn't do anything else.
That's what it does. It goes up and comes down. So, I don't know what the line is like for Thunderhead, but we probably won't get back onto it. But we'll walk around to it, take a look. There's a shot of a good turnaround over here that we can take a look at anyway. This is a nice shaded area of the park. It really is a pretty comfortable park to walk around.
Yeah.
Whoa!
And something else about this ride that you can't really see from where we are is this has a station flyby. So while you're standing there waiting for the ride in the station, the other train that's on the track will come zooming by.
Yeah,
like
when we
just above your head.
When we rode it on Friday, I was not expecting that because I didn't know it was there in the ride. I was like, it's another ride, don't worry about it. I'm like, wait, what? Whatever.
So the Thunderhead entrance is just over here. Lots of nice misting fans throughout the park. Overall, this has been a really pleasant experience the past couple of days coming here.
We did buy our picture because it was on sale.
We did. It was $8. We'll post it on our Instagram. Here we go. Oh wait, that's them coming out of the station. But a nice photo. So actually, I think this is where the photo is, right here, just before this turn. This is about halfway through the ride. Are you looking at the ride time or wait time?
I'm looking at the CrossFit schedule for this week. I can look at the wait time.
That's all right. I can look too.
Let's talk about that.
Okay.
So the wait times, they tend to be pretty accurate. I would say, although there was a 0-minute wait posted for Tennessee Tornado, and we ended up waiting what, 10 minutes, 15?
Yeah, I mean it wasn't long.
It was not long at all. Thunderhead has a 0-minute wait according to the app.
Okay. Well.
So, yeah. Anyway, I would say they're pretty accurate, and you can also check the wait times when you're not.
There it is. Whoa! And there's the flyby into the station.
When you're not in the park, so.
That's really cool. Yeah.
Like, as
most parks don't let you do
that.
that.
When we were driving up here, it's an 8-hour drive. I kept checking because Lightning Rod had been closed for the day, and then like a few hours before we got here they had opened it back up again, so we were able to see that as we were driving up here, whereas with most other parks you can't see wait times.
That's right.
Unless you're in the park. So
that's right.
That's a nice feature.
It really is, and it's really convenient, so thank you, Dollywood.
Yes.
All right, well, I think I'd like to, we rode in the back like I said last time, so I'd like to see what this thing is like in the front. So I'm gonna go. I don't know if you're gonna go.
I'm not gonna go.
Okay, I'll go. Just took one more ride on Thunderhead before we get out of here. If you like wooden roller coasters and you don't mind it a little bit rough, then this is a ride for you. I'd say that if you're in love with El Toro, then you'll love this ride. And that I think that they're very similar. Yeah. If you ride towards the front, you get a lot more of that airtime. That we rode towards the back when we rode.
Yeah, okay.
But
I'll have to take your word for it.
yeah. It was it's a very forceful ride. And I wouldn't marathon it, I'll tell you that much. But I really liked it. But I've liked all the rides here. I think that the lineup here is pretty impeccable.
Yeah, good job.
Lovely. Here to come for the screams. And through the station. Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh gosh. All right. Let's walk.
Okay. Goodbye.
I'm back in the car. The air conditioning is on. It's lovely. We I have to say that I really enjoyed the time that we had here this weekend at Dollywood. I'm glad that we came out here. The ride collection is great. The theming is great. The staff is all very friendly and courteous. Can't get a beer anywhere, but
that's okay.
Oh well. If I could all the good stuff about Dollywood at a Six Flags and not have the beer, I would totally take what Dollywood has to offer. So I recommend you come out here. I think you'll really enjoy yourself. I took another ride on Thunderhead there at the end. I think you saw that I was going in there, and then we decided to come on out and call it a day. I maybe will come out here in the morning, but I don't think so. I think I'm pretty satisfied with everything that we got.
Yep, I think we got like Cedar Point last year. We got lucky this year in that when we arrived there was nobody here.
Yeah. So we knocked out most everything. Got at least one ride on everything we wanted to, and it was a good time.
Yep.
So if you have any questions, make sure you leave comments down in the down bar. Make sure you ring that bell so after you subscribe, so that you get all of our updates as we come through. And we look forward to hearing from you, and we hope to see you again soon. Anything else?
No.
All right.
Bye.
We're tired. We're gonna get off here.
See ya.
Bye.